Good morning, feminines. Good morning, masculines. If you are cross-watching, I am so happy to have you here. I hope everybody is doing well. Starting off, that card came up all the time yesterday when I was playing with these cards. I lost my train of thought. Today is Saturday. In case you didn't know that. I will be at that place called Serene Beans and Katie if you are in and around the Houston area and you want to show up and meet me or take part of the other services that will be going on there. There's Reiki healing, there's crystal healing, there's past lives, there's angelic messages. I will be doing twin flame readings there. This is the first time I'm doing them publicly, so to speak, as long as doing mediumship and just regular tarot readings. So Google that if that's something you're interested in. Please remember this is an intuitive read. So what's on the card may not necessarily is that comes out of my mouth. They will manipulate my sight to see something different on the cards. I go from the energy off the card, or sometimes it's just a word on the card or a particular picture on the card. I also do have my April special if that's something you're interested in. The information will be listed below. Whew. Okay, feminines, fear. Boy, this has been rough. It's been rough to get out of our head, get out of this fear of, I'm not seeing anything happen in the 3D. What if it's not going to happen? We all have days like that, but we are being urged and pushed and guided to let go of much of this as we possibly can. I have to look this up. I don't use these cards very often, so I don't always get the, I don't always remember the meanings or something. There we go. Okay. That's what I thought. Gateway. A cycle is coming to an end. As you can see, there is this full circle here. All karmic cycles are coming to an end. Simple, to the point. Relationship. Work on the relationship with yourself and with your higher power. Again, simple, to the point. Dreams. Your dream state has probably kicked up some. You may be having more astral dreams with your masculine, or you may be having astral dreams with people that maybe you need to work things out with in the 3D, and it may be too hard or painful to work out in the 3D, so it's getting worked out on the astral plane. We are also getting guidance in our dreams. We are getting downloads in our dreams. So pay attention. I know people say, and I've said it before, if you wake up and you have a dream, to write it down. That doesn't happen with me. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm just looking forward to going back to sleep. If I were to get up and start writing, I'm not going back to sleep. So if you can do that, that's great. I'm envious. I wish I could do that, but I cannot. There's also a lot of reflecting going on. What have we learned along this journey? What has our masculine taught us by ghosting us, by abandoning us? What have we learned from that? What have we learned in general in our lives? Again, kind of going back to the masculines. Reading, what are the blessings in disguise? What are the things that have been painful? Reflecting back on that. Not going back and reliving it, not going back and dissecting it, but a reflection of that. Oh, my categories. Again, 4s are coming up. When I was talking about reflection, the timer said 4:44, and now this card says 4. And today is this month is the 4th month of the year. Three more cards, please. Spirit, 3 more cards. Beautiful. 2 more. Okay. Fear. Breathe. Concentrate on your breath. I think I had said this yesterday in the Feminine's reading. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. This was a personal reading. I don't know what it is that people do for a living. But if you can, I'm sorry, during the day, if you can carve out 15 seconds, 30 seconds, if you could carve out a minute of your time and just sit there and concentrate on your breath, that will help you immensely. My earbuds are falling down. Yep, my cat said yes. Again, karmic cycles coming to an end. Again, 2 circles, things are coming to an end. You are finding your balance within these closures. When I was talking about the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your higher power, concentrate on that, because there is so much love to give to yourself and so much love that the universe wants to give to you. Base chakra, grounding. Again, in our dreams, we have the ability to ground ourselves in the dreams, to clear out this base chakra, to make it sturdy so that it can withhold the relationship, the union that's coming in, the masculine. Yes, it's going to be beautiful, but we're still human. There are going to be issues that come up, all right? There are still going to be triggers that come up. But if we have this solid foundation within ourselves, we will be able to have that solid foundation with our divine counterpart. Wow. That was not me. That was powerful. And that was just, I mean, none of this, what I say, is me, but that really was not me. Talking about reflection. Look back. Did you have to look back and realize that you can't control everything? Did you have to let go of control issues? Did you have to face your sadness, your triggers? Did you put yourself in an isolation time, a hanged man time? And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs a little time to themselves. Because you have to be able to love yourself and give to yourself before you can love and give to others. You certainly can love and give to others without giving it to yourself first, but you will burn out. So again, it's finding that balance. I see that and I think of an orange. And when I think of an orange, I think of Florida. So somebody who is viewing this is from Florida. And so that would be a clear sign that there are messages in this reading for you. Can I have 5 cards for this row, please? Five cards for this row, please, Spirit. Wow. Oh, wow. When they give me a pile of cards like that, instead of being able to give me one or I can put down like that, if they give me a pile like that, then I have to figure, it's like a puzzle and I need to figure out where they go. Wow, okay. 4 threes. The number 3 means something to somebody. Or you might want to look up the meaning of repeating threes. All right, I'm going to put that aside because I'm not quite sure where that goes just yet. Or that just might completely be a totally separate message. Talking about, you know, the just breathe when you are in a state of fear, and what happens when we are in this waiting game. Again, mirroring. This card came out in the masculine reading. By waiting so long, the ego and fear step in. Okay, and that's why we need to breathe. Just breathe. We have material harvest. We need to find the balance in between in our material world. To not be materialistic, but, you know, not be piss-ass poor either. To find that healthy balance. And when we concentrate on the relationship within ourselves and with our higher power, there is so much love that is there that it really is a celebration. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel good. And the universe recognizes this in you. They recognize that your bond with your higher power has grown so much that they wish to reward you. The universe does not want to see anybody fail. They do not want to see anybody miserable. The universe wants everybody, even the karmics. They want the karmics to be able to turn around, as some will not. But they want everybody in the world to be able to succeed, to be able to be happy. We were not put here to fucking suffer and be miserable, okay? But a lot of that, we have to work on ourselves. They're not going to hand it to us. We have to work on it. And when we work on it and work on ourselves, they see that, they recognize it, and they reward us for it. And we have material and spiritual prosperity. Again, it's like a reward system. Do your work. Put I want to say put others before yourself, but you really cannot do that. Again, there has to be that balance. Service to others. How can you be of service to others? Whether it's simply just smiling at the grocery person at Walmart who's probably maybe having a shitty day. Maybe the person, 5 people in front of them, you don't know, maybe ripped them a new one. And you come along and you're just like, hey, how are you? You have no idea. If you've worked in retail and you've had people do this to you, and then you get somebody that comes along and just does something simple and kind, it changes your whole day. It changes so much. And because it changes you, you are now able to turn around and give that to somebody else. Because that person that was a real fucking asshole to you, you know, that energy got into you, and you're kind of wallowing in that energy because you're pissed off at them. You're pissed off because you can't talk back. You can't defend yourself because you need your goddamn job in order to live in this world. So you've got to sit there and you've got to suck it up, and, you know, you have to put a fake smile on your face and be like, and when you really just want to turn around and fucking punch them in the throat. But you can't do that. I have come close many times of jumping over the counter. It's been, I had a very nasty temper before I really started exploring this and doing this. I am a lot calmer now. I'm telling you, looked at me the wrong way, and it was on. The worst thing that happened to me, if somebody was ripping me a new one, is if they pointed their finger at me. And I was working at Banana Republic, and this one woman was completely changed prices on it. I was pointing it out to my manager. I wasn't not gonna not give it to her because I had to give it to her. I was just saying in a very nice way, this price doesn't match this price. And she looked at me and she stuck her finger in front of my fucking face and said, you have no choice but to give it to me. I swear to God, I slammed my hand down on the counter, and I was like within seconds of jumping over that counter and beating her ass. Needless to say, since then, they put me in the stock room and I didn't work up front anymore. But, so if you can do that, then simply change somebody's day. It can have a huge ripple effect. That was funny. Yeah. I did some crazy things, and I'm talking not long ago either. I've done some crazy ass things. Anyway, when you have this firm foundation, okay, again, you have that material and spiritual prosperity. It's a balance. I still don't know why you're there. It's bothering me. And I think the message that I'm getting is just really, you've got to be, oh, okay, I thought it was the Knight of Wands again. The message that I'm really just getting with this is, you know, clear your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus is that life force. It's that drive that you have in life. Again, Madeline Reinhardt, I like her chakra clearing meditations. They really work because I know they work, because when I start doing them, parts of my body will be twitching, and I know that it's worked when I don't twitch anymore. 4 more cards, please. 4 more cards. On Spirit, 4 more cards. Three more cards, please. 3 more. Oh, too many. All right. Wow, I've got a lot of swords in this one here. I'm thinking they have nothing to do with this. This has their own little story within it. So let me piece this together. That goes there. These are all completely separate. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody that has mastered the entire suit of wands. They are the king. They have learned to control their energy, whether it's physical energy, spiritual energy. They have learned to master it. And we have the Magician, okay? A lot of masculines had all three of these. The one that they were missing was the King of Wands. Now they have all that they need to manifest what it is that they're looking to manifest. We have the Knight of Cups. Again, the masculine is very, very confident in his love for the feminine. You can see it looks like that man is going to drink from that cup. The masculines are saying that they want to drink in the feminine's love. Again, celebration. We have the Three of Cups, just like another three. So definitely look up what repeating threes mean, because we have celebration twice. Now down here. Because the masculine has now been able to successfully master all of these and become the magician and be able to manifest, he is now able to step into the emperor role, and that's how he's going to come to the feminine. It's not going to be controlling, okay? The emperor can also mean controlling, but the emperor is also the amalgam of all the kings, of all of the lessons that have been learned from collecting all of these, all of the swords, the cups, the wands, the pentacles. He is now able to come in as the emperor to his empress. And he wants to do this quickly. He's tired of waiting too. He wants to do this quickly, feminines. He has been able to cut out the deceit that's been in his mind. The feminines, you've been also able to cut out reoccurring bad things in your mind, that fear, okay? You've been able to slay that dragon and step into your Queen of Swords energy. What do you have for this deck, please, Spirit? What do you have? Really? I know there's something in here. Oh, there they are. Oh, back here. Okay. First, we have the fox. And the fox gets a bad rap sometimes. Like, you're sneaky, you're cunning, you're sly like a fox. And that's not always true. I mean, the fox can also be very, very smart about their moves, very calculating about their moves, and not in a bad way. And feminines, that's exactly what you have been doing. You have been calculating your moves, making sure you are doing things that are in correct order for you. And this is just simple, okay? I can see for those that are in union or coming into union, okay, some of your masculines they will like to garden, okay? It helps them balance, it helps them ground to get, and it helps anybody to do that, but a lot for the masculines to get their hands in the earth. And they will be planting a garden, and some of them will plant flowers, and this is so sweet. They are intentionally planting flowers so that they can grow them and then pick them and present them to their feminines. And how that is so, you know, that means so much more than going to a store and buying a bouquet of flowers. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But to have something that somebody has taken their time and energy to grow, to cultivate, and they bring it to you, it's because they thought of you, is one of the most magnificent gifts that you can give somebody. I used to, when my kids were little, they could pick me a blade of grass and think it was a flower and give it to me, and I loved it. So, you know, it's the simple things in life that mean everything. All right, feminines, thank you for joining me. I hope to get a reading out tomorrow. I will be channeling more than likely a lot of medium stuff, and that takes a lot more energy than it does to read. And sometimes I'm really exhausted the next day. So I hope to get a reading out tomorrow. And I hope I get to see some of you today that live in the Houston and surrounding area. Again, it's in Katy. It's in Old Town Katy. It is called Serene Beans, S-E-R-E-N-E-B-A-N-S. There's other things you don't have to buy anything. You just want to come in and see me and meet me in person. That's great. I would absolutely love that. There's also vendors there. It's a coffee shop. They've got the best coffee. They've been rated #1 coffee in the entire Houston area. And if you know anything about Houston, Houston encompasses a big ass. It's huge. It's massive. So to be voted #1 is truly an honor. And the woman that runs this place, owns this place, Karen, she has a very unique idea. What it is, it's a coffee house that helps in sobriety. You can go there for AA meetings, but it also helps. It's also a spiritual place to go. I mean, it is such a unique concept that she has. I have told her, because I am a psychic, I said, you have such a unique idea. You could branch out and do this and make others like this, and it will become very successful, which was funny because she said she's looking to do that. So I just kind of gave her validation that she will be very successful. It is a very unique idea. You walk in, you get the goosebumps. It's a very beautiful place to be. The people that come in there, the energy is beautiful. When we do have these holistic fairs that take place in her little coffee shop, the energy is it's so strong, it vibrates. You can't help but feel the energy when you walk in. And the more you go to the back room, the stronger it gets. It's just really insane. So I hope to see some of you today. If not today, you can't make it. There's one already scheduled for next month. I don't have the specifics on it yet because the woman that runs it, my friend, Gay Weintraub, is still putting on you know, the finishing touches. She runs a very great fair. She does crystal healings. She's a very good woman, very, very kind-hearted, very nice woman. All the women there are. Okay, I'm blabbed on long enough, and I will hope to see you tomorrow for a reading. Goodbye, everybody. Namaste.